Hello guys, so join me as I make scones, spicy chocolate scones from the scratch. So this recipe I'm going to be using only 2 cups of flour and with 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then 1/4 cup of sugar. So this is our dry ingredients, and then we're going to mix to get everything even. Then I'll add the hero ingredient, which is the lemon pepper seasoning, which will give our scone savory taste and add spiciness to it. So after this stage, we're going to put in our butter. Remember, the butter must be ice cold, not be iced. And here I'm going to be using 1/2 cup of butter, or 115 grams of butter. So since it's iced blocked, we're going to have to break it down into chunks and then mix it with the flour so that everything can be even. And it is also necessary to know that all the butter won't dissolve. Of course, you don't want the butter to dissolve, so that at some point when you're eating the scones, some of the butter can still be melting in your mouth, if you understand what I mean. So yeah, mix the butter with the flour so that everything can be even. What I love about this recipe is stress-free. You don't have to go in with all your might or your strength, and you don't need any mixer for this. It's just easy peasy. It's a very simple mixing technique going on here, so you don't need your mixer at all. So for this recipe, I'm going to add in chocolate chips. You can use any other choice. You can use any other thing of your choice. You can use blueberries, dry fruits, nuts. I am using chocolate chips with dry fruits and nuts in it. Yeah. Then to our wet ingredient, we are going to be using cold full cream milk or heavy cream. Remember, it has to be cold. Here I'm using 1/2 cups of full cream milk, that's half a cup, and then 1 tablespoon of milk flavor. So the flavor I'm adding here is milk flavor. You can add any flavor of your choice, but I love milk flavor. Then add 1 egg to the mixture, and then you mix it to make sure it's even. Yeah, then you start pouring in the wet ingredient bit by bit so that I won't have too much or too small. So you add in a little bit of the milk and egg mixture and mix. Just mix, pat it around, bring it together, pour again, bring it together. Just your aim is to make sure everything comes together, so you mix it bit by bit and make sure it comes together, and it will come together. It's just in a matter of time. You have to be gentle with your dough so as not to over mix it. You pat it gently. You add in the cream mixture again and you pat gently. As you can see, it's already coming together. Yes, that's our dough forming. For me, a nice texture and color. So it's now time to work the dough. You don't need to work it too much since it's still a little bit wet. So you add flour to help you handle it a little bit and then bring it together with your hand so that it can form a nice shape. This is no stress at all. This is one recipe that is not stressful at all, that I can do within 1 hour. Even the bake time too is not much, 25 minutes, it's done already. Yeah, so just cut it into whatever size you want. But before then, you have to make space because it's going to swell and it needs space to swell. Although for me, I just like cut them into bits already before putting them into the oven. Yeah, so that once it's done, I can just like put a chunk in my mouth instead of cutting it again after it's done. So yes, you can do it in whatever way you want. Then before baking, you have to egg wash. I used egg and full cream also to brush it off to give it a fine texture and a fine appearance after bake. Yeah, so it's ready to go into the oven now. So let me know what you guys think about this recipe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.